All right, Nick Chaillan and I are delighted to make an announcement here, and this is for business to business, B2B companies. As some of you know, Nick has created something called AskSage, which is an OpenAI program, and I like to think about it as the very secure playground for AI for defense and governments and things like that, and it also has access to a number of defense databases. However, if you are in a B2B position, I think of for example, Lean Six Sigma black belt working at a pharmaceutical company or a large healthcare company. You're going to want to use this to make your queries so much easier to, ask better questions, get better data, make better business decisions. So the announcement that we're making today is that Nick is kindly allowing me to be a strategic partner with AskSage and have sales conversations with business to business companies. So if you have a top secret security clearance requirement, go talk to Nick. If you don't, come talk to me. Nick, what would you like to add about that?
No, you're spot on. I think what's exciting is all the privacy, security, IP. A lot of people obviously care about their data not going to OpenAI and GPT as a whole. And so you've seen, Samsung recently realizing that, hey, they made a mistake and they used the ChatGPT to do queries about the IP, and that would end up into the model. But, with AskSage, we have a special agreement with Microsoft, with Azure OpenAI, and obviously we have a dedicated endpoint that makes sure that the data stays inside of our enclave. No one else can see it. It's not training. The data is not being used to train the model. Your data is safe and secure, and it's siloed per user. You can also share it across users if you want to do that. And like you said, we have the plugin stuff where we can tap into data lakes, APIs, databases, which really expands the real-time use case to a lot of different possibilities. We just did one integration with Elastic. So now you can ask, plain text queries in English, and it would translate the query into Elastic, get the results back. We just did a plugin just today that we announced that scans a Git repo every day and tells you any improvement you can make in code, in performance, and security, and so on. And creates a merge request into your Git repo to show you the changes and have a human review them, of course, to see if they're good or not. But it's a game changer. Summarizing text. We have plugins to do that, summarizing a whole bunch of hundreds of pages. We just did an engagement with a nonprofit in the VA to help all veterans file medical claims. So it's literally scanning 500 pages of content, summarizing the key illnesses and medication. It used to take 2 weeks for somebody to do that by hand, and now they can do it in 7 minutes. So a lot of great things, and of course we have so much demand from companies, but also, a lot of companies don't know about us. So that's why we want to expand. We're not just government teams only. We obviously focus on government use cases, but we do have hedge funds, financial sector companies, and also companies that do work for with the government that also need help there. So very excited to have you help us scale. We're a small and nimble team, and we're getting 50 to 100 leads a day, and having someone like you that can help us scale and get it into the hands of as many people as we can, to really augment that. We see on average people telling us that they effectively augment their times by 5 to 10x. I mean, the developer is definitely at least 10x. Acquisition people, we had an example where someone responding to RFP. In fact, I just did one yesterday. I responded to a government RFP. It would have taken me at least 2 days. Took me 37 minutes from end to end, including submitting it to the portal. So, I mean, it's a game changer.
Wow, this is a real time saver, multiplier. I love it. Nick, if people don't know you, I'm going to just briefly say Nick was the past chief software officer at the DoD of the United States Air Force and Space Force. He was responsible for bringing zero trust architecture to the DoD, which is really, really important. I mean, I'm saying here, if you want your data to be connected to AI but be secure,
right,
this is the place. And they have a Discord. AskSage has a Discord. You can give feedback and something will be done about it. I think that's really
350
important.
people so far, growing every day. welcome the feedback, welcome the discussions. Everything can be better and be improved. We're not saying we're perfect, but for sure security is our expertise and we take it very seriously. And we have the ability also to have dedicated enclave for customer that just want to have that too. So we take it very seriously.
Right. And so as far as projects go, like you said, there's a whole range of possibilities. There's the typical buy some tokens and ask some questions, right? And iterate and get to an answer. There's also integration with your specific API and your data lake or whatever
That's right.
you've got.
They could
that
have a
gets into
bot on their
larger dollars.
website.
Right.
They could have a bot on their website. They could do integrations with the API in real time, feed it, through automation, so it augments their own data lake, right? So let's say you collect a lot of data, maybe it could be cyber data, and you want to detect, behavior things, or maybe you're getting a lot of content and you want to summarize it automatically and seamlessly, so people don't have to read all this stuff. Congress, in fact, just started to create accounts to finally read the bills. So now they're going to be able to read those bills they never read.
That was
so
a complaint,
great.
right? They get this huge, giant,
Oh, it's massive.
500-page bill.
No one
and
can
half
read
an
it. It's
hour to read
2,500
right.
pages a day in 2 hours.
Right.
Who's going to read that? There's no way.
And so
Even I'm a
it's
speed reader. Even I
summarized.
can't read it. Even 10% of it. So,
Right.
summarizing it. And by the way, summarizing it with context, you could say, "Hey, I want to summarize, but focus on issues like climate change or whatever you want to focus on." And it's gonna do that, right? It's gonna summarize, but also highlight things and categorize things and group them, and can do sentiment analysis. I mean, it's a game changer.
Absolutely. And you've got a very nice series of short videos explaining some of the use cases and how it works. If anybody wants that, or to discuss your use case and find out whether it's good for, Ask Sage and for you, let me know. And I'll be happy to give you the link to that video series or get on a call and discuss the use case with you. All right, Nick, appreciate you doing this. I know you got to run.
No, thank you so much. Stay safe, everybody, and looking forward to helping you guys augment and be more efficient.